The Cul De Sac is dropping tomorrow, and if you're jumping in for the first time, there are a few things you need to know before you waste your first few hours. I've been in the beta for a while, so here's everything I wish I knew starting out. The moment you spawn in, ignore the urge to just run around aimlessly, even though that's what I did, but if you want the best early game start, head straight to the farm and begin foraging. The spawn rate there for crops is insane. Within your first hour, you can realistically hit around level 20 to 30, and on top of that, you can sell those crops you collect for decent money and also pick up some early loot in the meantime. It's the fastest way to get yourself established before branching into any other skill tree. And while you're there, make sure to find Edith. She's the foraging NPC. Get her questline started immediately because it will guide your early progression and reward you along the way. Speaking of progression, there are 6 paths in this game, beginning with fighting, mining, chopping, fishing, foraging, and catching. The best thing is, you don't have to just pick one forever. Eventually, you'll level up all of them. But my recommendation for beginners is foraging first, and then transition into fighting once you're comfortable. Fighting opens up the boss content, which is where the real progression is. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see new players making are crafting new weapons early. It sounds logical, but all it will do is drain your resources fast, and those resources are worth way more than whatever weapon you'll craft with them. Instead, keep an eye out for the fortune bags that spawn occasionally, either from chests or from events. These bags give you a chance at weapons and tools for free, so there's no resources spent there. And after all, patience here saves you a lot of pain later. Another one that hurts to see is selling your resources for quick cash early on. The resources you sell are needed to craft divine tools and armor later in the game, which are some of the best gear available. Selling them for small amounts of cash at the beginning is genuinely detrimental to your long-term progression, just don't do it. Now you might be asking, so how do you actually get good gear without crafting or selling resources? Well, a few ways actually. First, check the respective NPCs for the tool you want. You can buy solid gear directly from them. I mean, look at Doug here. He sells the Geode Splitter for 1.5 million, that's a pretty good tool early on. Secondly, head into the mines and defeat the mobs and bosses. These drop gear on top of the regular rewards, and it's a good fight, so you might as well. Now lastly, fortune bags, treasure bags, and goodie bags are all great for gear, so whenever you get them, make sure to use them. Between those 3 sources, you'll have more than enough gear to progress comfortably without ever needing to craft early on. Don't waste your materials. On the topic of NPCs, each NPC is a daily bundle. If you claim these daily, you get some nice rewards such as wonder tokens which can be traded in at the wonder shop at the plaza. One more thing that people may overlook and sleep on is your house. Every player gets their own place at spawn, and it's not just cosmetic. Boss trophies you earn from defeating bosses can be displayed in your house with permanent stat buffs. For example, my Bone Dragon trophy gives me plus 5000% fighting experience. So every boss you beat isn't just a progression milestone, it's an actual upgrade to your home and your character itself. So if you ever get a boss trophy, prioritize placing it down. And that is everything you need to know before starting the Cul De Sac. So forage first, then Edith's questline, skip early crafting and do not sell your resources. And like I said, if you get any trophies, then fill that house. If this helped you out, subscribe. I'll be covering this game consistently as it grows, so see you in the next one. Zenoric, adios.